So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my new film camera that I received. Actually received it a long time ago, Received it probably 2 months ago. And it is the Russian tank. This is the Zenit E. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, definitely comment below and tell me how to pronounce it. But I think it's Zenit E. It's my new camera. I just wanted to basically do somewhat of a tutorial video, I guess, and just talk about my experiences with it. For those who don't know, my name is Trey and I do film photography and also regular photography, portrait, street, and a bit of nightclub photography. My favorite 35mm camera is my Olympus OM10. Ignore this up top, it's just testing something that I can use to video while shooting. So yeah, enough talking about other stuff. Let's focus on the Zenit E. So on the Zenit E, I have this 58mm lens, f2. It is the Helios 44-2. Don't know what this means, honestly. Like I said, it's a Russian camera. It is quite a big lens compared to like this one on the Olympus. Is this 50? Yeah, this is 50 f1.8 on the Olympus. See how big this lens is. To simply take it off, you just turn and you continue to like turn it off basically. And this is the lens, this is the camera, as you can see. Yeah, it is a very nice built camera though. It's very heavy, that's why I call it the Russian tank. It's probably the strongest 35mm camera you will use. Okay, so that's out the way. Let's talk about the camera in general, right? As I said, it's really strong, it's very nice to use, but everything is very old school on the camera. If you're learning film photography and you really want to go deep into it, I can definitely recommend this camera. If you want to learn how to do your aperture, your ISO, your speeds, all that, this is the camera to definitely get. You have so much dials and all that. If you really want an old school camera, you're not looking to do the auto thing, then yeah, this is definitely it. Okay, so let's get straight into the breakdown of the camera. Lens, body. Let's focus on the top, right? Start on this side. This is what you'll do, where you'll press to fire your photo. So, well, you need to wind, then fire. Do it one more time. Wind and fire. Obviously, this is the viewfinder. Look through the viewfinder. You'll focus the camera using the focus ring, which is here. So, focus, wind, fire. To set your aperture, which is this ring here, you simply hold it very tightly and you have to like put some muscle into it and turn it. You can hear that. Yeah, it goes from f2 to f16. To set your shutter speed, it's this dial here. It has from 60 all the way to 500. Then you see B and you see 30x. All you need to do, there is a black dot. Not sure if you can see that black dot there. There's a black dot and you line up the figure with the black dot. On this side now, you have your aperture. It says aperture dial, and then your light meter dial. So there is not exactly sure if you can, let me try to come closer. That thing right there, there's a ring. What you'll want to do is navigate. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but you'll navigate the ring and there's a needle and you want to navigate the ring on the needle, and that's where you'll know if you are overexposed, underexposed, or perfectly exposed. So basically what happens is when you match up the needle, right, and this moves, this is showing you the shutter speed you should select, that focus for you, shutter speed you should select. So as you continue to move it, it will then tell you, okay, if you're shooting at such aperture, you should use such shutter speed. So for example, if I match up mine with the needle right now, it is saying if I use f5.6, I'll have to shoot with shutter speed 30. That's because it's dark. If I point it more to the light, the needle goes down, and if I match it some more, it says if I'm going to shoot with f4, I need to use shutter speed 500. So you match the aperture, right, to the shutter speed by using the light needle, like I said, and then you set the shutter speed here, and then you wind and take your photo. It's so much. And remember that you also need to focus, and you need to set the aperture on the ring. Like I said, it's actually so much work, but it's a really good camera, and the photos I took with it were actually really good. So yeah, I feel tired explaining all that. Wow. Okay, so after you finish shooting, what you want to do is you insert your finger, press down, and this pops up. You'll then turn it and to unwind your film. But before turning it, you have to, there's a button right here that you'll have to press down and wind at the same time until you can feel it unwind. What you will do next is there's this lever here that you just want to like push up, and it opens, and then you get your film. To wind your film on, that's a whole nother story. You have to insert the film, clip down, right, hold it in place, wind on to this. But you basically have to wind the film on backwards in a sense, and then you obviously, you do your thing where it's like wind, shoot, wind, shoot. But it's not easy. If you guys request me to make a video on that, then I will, but for now, that's that. Like I said, this camera is definitely a good camera if you want to like learn how to shoot manual perfectly. You really like take your time, do all your stuff, and then you shoot. It's really good. But if you're on the go, you just want to do something quick, I definitely do not recommend you to get this camera. But if you really want to learn film photography, this Russian tank is definitely the best way to go. I didn't buy this camera, I got this camera as a gift. Will I be using it a lot? Maybe not, to be honest. I do like the image quality that comes out of it though. It's super sharp, and this camera is cheaper than most of the OM series and the Minolta series, so it is a good camera to have. But yeah, I think that's basically it for this one. If I didn't mention anything, definitely let me know. Oh, there is a selfie timer here. If you want to like take your own portraits and stuff, you basically wind it and you hear the winding sound, and it takes. Yeah, so like I said, if there's anything I missed, definitely comment and I'll answer any question you may have. Hot shoe hair. But yeah, I think that's basically it really. Obviously this is where you'd mount if you're using a tripod. But yeah, I did enjoy this camera. Using it, I don't know if I'm going to use it again. Definitely will be sticking to my OM10. And it's smaller also. Look at how big this is. But yeah, so yeah, my name is Trey. Thank you very much for watching this video. But before you go, I'm going to share the sample photos. I shot all these photos with Ilfroid HP2 black and white photos. I love them very much. Definitely tell me your thoughts on the photos, and I'll see you in the next video. So once again, my name is Trey, and bye bye. Remember to subscribe and like.